Bye guys.
Hello, Facebook, YouTube, everyone. Look at this. We have full house today. Hi, Albert. Hi, Alberto. Hi, Joel. How are you this night, this weekend? Yeah, I saw.
Good.
I think the founder of AAC also joining the stream. If you are here, please drop us a comment. I don't know how to pronounce his name, actually.
Yeah. So I sent him a message inviting. I use ASE already for a bunch of sites. It's really nice, and I just saw that he released a pro version.
Yeah.
So I saw David kick off the video on YouTube, and then he also showed an interesting tool called WP Hive, which I found interesting that it tells you how the plugins rate and do and stuff like that. That's on the dashboard. But I'm excited. Hopefully, we could do a live with the founder of ASE. And,
Yeah, but we are going to
display
do
the
the first
product.
one with him, our guest.
Yeah.
So how is Joel doing today? Yeah, I know he's extremely busy, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, extremely busy working with last 1 week working with the team for our new product. So yeah, it's a very busy time.
Yeah,
So
but
what is your
it's good.
official time, official day and time for the launch next week?
So I think any day next week. We did not announce publicly yet. So yeah, next week for sure.
Okay.
I'm excited. I got to play with it a little bit. It's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it's real simple and easy to use. That's what I like about it.
yeah.
Thank you for
yeah.
letting us
I
demo
guess
it.
I guess if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like replacing Calendly or bringing Calendly in entirely inside WordPress,
Yeah.
and self-host it, all your data on your side,
Yeah.
and those kind of
So
things.
yeah, so basically that's the plan, initial plan actually. That so there, I think there has a few plugin that try to solve the problem. The main thing is actually that they never go near Calendly. So my initial goal is actually to go to a point where people can replace Calendly completely if anyone is a WordPress user. And the plus point is it's a self-hosted, all the control is yours. So that's the idea.
Yes, exactly. That's the idea.
One more thing, Sajahan, are you going to
Yeah,
do a cloud version? Cloud version.
Oh.
sorry, I could not got it.
So
Cloud,
he wants to
on
know
the
if you're
cloud.
gonna do yeah. So I know I tested one that you sent me, like a SaaS version,
SaaS version.
where it
Okay.
was
Oh, the
hosted.
SaaS version. So
Yeah.
we are not sure, but maybe that will be our first SaaS. At current our main goal is actually build that WordPress plugin and publish that, get users feedback. So that's kind of the main idea of first. So I don't want to focus anything right now. I just want to focus on this the WordPress plugin part.
Yeah.
Yes, the
And I like
cloud
it.
agrees with you. So I've been testing few things, including the Fluent Booking, and we will see much more onto that on when we plan our show, which will. I mean, I think a lot of people familiar to call him Shahjahan, but I
Yeah.
I like to call him Joel. So I
Yeah,
hope
Jewel is
he don't
fine.
mind. Yeah. So it's our country thing. Like
Yeah.
we actually call it in that way. Not in the first name basis, but something like that. So I'm wondering whether Sam will join or not. And so yeah, we're Albert had a long trip, so he had amazing photos, and I'm like, my God, this is beautiful. I mean, I even commented. I don't usually comment on photos, but I actually cannot help myself because he went to very nice places in China, and those places we don't actually see commercially because we are more driven by Western media, so we don't actually see all those things.
Correct, but then I was thinking, so how to put all those photo into maybe a travel blog, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure because that will be a hobby, rather than LTD in
yeah,
future.
definitely. I think Alberto was testing few things as well, right?
Yeah. You're talking about tools?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been testing a few different ones. Um, so I really like the, I just started testing out yesterday the Fluent Bookings. It's really simple. And I know you're coming out with another version already. So I know we're going to give you a little bit of feedback, but you already have, I'm sure you probably already have those stuff in
Yeah.
there.
So
Right?
yeah, that is what happened.
Yeah.
We got
So,
tons of feedback.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the TV is working from the morning, so it's night is still they're working, and our goal is actually fix all the details. So most actually it's the most of the feedbacks are like, okay, the leveling or these things can be simplified, so those type of thing. So yeah, we are actually doing that. So the main thing is actually like how we build product. I mean, even I talked in WordCamp Malaysia
Yeah.
last month about it, like how a plugin company actually should develop a product. Like so that's what we are actually doing here also. So my talk was
Nice.
about like the founder should work with the customer, because as a plugin developer, we are not building product for ourselves. We are actually building product for the customers, so they are the end user. And so it should not be like that, look, I like this feature personally, so I'll build it. That should not be the way. Thing should be like customers need this, and it will add value to their business. So then the plugin developers should listen to their customers, talk with them, find the pain point, and solve that. So that's what we do for all of our products. And I think most of the developers should actually do that. And that's what I talked in WordCamp Malaysia. And after the my session, even I got tons of messages over LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, like, okay, I really enjoyed the session. I have this additional questions, how you solve this, how you solve this. So yes, that was really interesting.
No, that was
And
inspiring because a lot of things people talk about technology, right? When they go to WordPress camp and talk about tech and stuff. But his topic was completely different. That how you can be emotionally engaged with the business, but at the same time think about what customers need. So
and
that's a science by itself, right? And the funny part was almost all other talks in the session are not about these strategies.
Yeah.
They talk about
and
technology, that okay, how to make this or how to make this with this, but strategy is actually underlying everything underneath it.
and he's been like that for a long time. That's why I love him. Anytime I message him with features or hey, can you help me with this? He does it. He goes above and beyond, and I truly appreciate that for him. Right now, he even worked and did something like he pushed his Paymatic team to do. So I'm doing a website for a nonprofit organization, and he pushed his team to come out with a donations form page type thing for me, and he's even giving me like early access so I can help do this for my customer. He always, ever since I've known him, has always gone above and beyond, and he makes you feel appreciated and you feel valued as a customer, and I truly love that about him. And I,
Yeah,
I
I
can't
mean
say that I can't say that enough.
it is a simple thing. I think when Albert did few other shows also, uh, there was few of them. they have this unique character that they go the extra mile to do things for the customers, and that is definitely a key point we all will remember. Like
Yeah.
that person taken care of me at that, even though I was nobody, he actually listened to me and and give me his time. So that is the most important thing of all. So I can see today Umar joined in our stream, Umar Latif, and he runs his own group with Sam Jasoni and all. And Nilesh also is here. He's our main admin in few of our groups. And I hope it is their morning right now. If I'm not mistaken, Nilesh is just morning for him. So good morning from all the way from here.
Yeah, me and Nilesh were talking earlier today.
Yeah, we had quite a lot of chit chat and talking the whole day. And I am suspecting Joel is still in his office.
Sorry.
I'm suspecting you are still in your office.
Yeah, I'm at office, so it's like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
9, and I just had a meeting with the team. We did lots of things today, and what's our plan tomorrow? So that's kind of had a meeting. So there, I told him that go home, now
Yeah.
tomorrow. So yeah, so so this is my room. And
Yeah.
I think I'm the only person
In the
in the
office?
office.
Yeah, the
Okay.
boss is always the last person to leave, right?
Yeah.
You were, I saw your post in the Facebook there. You are shifting to new office, right? Show us your office.
Oh, it's very nice. It's very nice. It's huge.
So yeah, so basically, so that's not the new office actually. So it's the extension. So we have
Oh.
an office building here. It was, we had the first, second, and second floor, and ground floor. So our team grew a lot in last 2 years. So we thought that okay, maybe 80-90 people will be fine. So that's our initial capacity of the office when we build it. And now it's grew, like now I think, I'm not sure, but maybe it will be like 110 or something. So yeah, so then we had to extend it. So we just completed the I think third floor, third floor. And now our capacity is like 140, 50, something like that. So yeah, we try to make the workplace as friendly as possible,
Yeah.
also nice. So that's kind of our secret thing. Like we always, everything is designed to make a developer or designer to make it like a very friendly workspace. So that's the kind of
It's
thing, like
actually
very.
very cozy. I had a little bit of look earlier, and it's very cozy. It will feel like home because they are working quite late hours every day. So I think they need that comfort. How do you call it? Cozy space, so they can
Yeah.
continue doing the work.
Yeah.
And I was even joking that at this age you can still do it. I mean, we did it, and you can do it still now, but once you cross 45 and something, then it will become a bit slower.
Yeah, I loved your journey too, because I remember. So I started with your products many years ago, and then I saw on your Facebook you showed everything being built and all the stuff that you were adding, all the new equipment, everything. It was nice to see that journey and how you guys have grown so much since I started using your products.
Oh, we
Wait,
have Anil Agrawal from. Is it from San Diego? Anil, are you
no,
from San Diego?
I think,
There is Anil Agrawal.
yeah, Anil. I asked him actually, I sent him. So Neil says, great to see Shazan, Jewel here. Of course, happy
Hey
to
man.
see the rest of you here too. Don't feel left out. So I think this is Anil.
Yes,
My
yes.
sleep broke, and the next thing I know, I'm on this session with my eyes half open. So the next thing is you need to click on the link and join. We are talking about, so we talked about a little bit of Fluent Booking. So Joel is here. And then we talked a little bit about admin side enhancement, because I literally use it on 21 of my sites. And yeah, I think it's a great tool, and it just went to LTD. I mean, pro version and LTD, a fabulous free version. I have a different level of respect because when I did WP Optimize, also I had the similar goal to give it for free so the community can use it. And then my downside was there was nobody to tell me that you should go to pro and do those things. So yeah, this is why it's always matters that when you work in a group, then the ideas are much more solid. And yeah, so I hope
It's really
he's here.
simple.
Yeah, he's here. He can comment. It's nothing to worry about. I think he's a little bit shy, but yeah.
You may need to send a link so people that haven't used Wave before know how to allow Facebook to show their.
Oh right, yeah. I have a short link for it. His one is not yet showing. The thing is, I have to post it on 3 different groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
But back to that tool, it's very simple, and it removes a lot of plugins that I was using before. I mean, you just basically turn features on and off as you need it, and it's a clean, simple interface.
Yeah, I also wanted to talk a little bit about this one, because one thing I can be really proud of is that my country people, they are extremely good in WordPress. I mean, this is one of the thing they are dominant about. So let me share. So this one also progressed in last 1 month quite a lot, and I think I can show a little bit. So this one is called Exact Links. It's pretty new, but minimalist. And previously I used to use Beta Links, I think. So this one, at least what it does, it doesn't have the middle thing, which is like go or recommend kind of thing. It directly give you the option to actually do these things, and the social graph. And then there is 3 additional things that I didn't expect, which is box content. This is pretty neat. You can create a sales box like this using your links. It comes with some preset design as well.
Yeah, I currently use Better Links. I haven't tried.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the other one, but I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. So I have access. You can take it from me. No worries. So you can see this site, I'm by default using ASE because it reduces like 3 or 4 of my plugins. And
if you're sharing something, we're not seeing it on the screen.
Oh, right.
There we go.
Actually, then I missed something, which is
the exact links you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go to add new link, you actually have these social elements, social graph. Then you can create these beautiful things.
Nice.
So this is from your short link. You can create these objects that you can drop into your Gutenberg. And you can also create choice pages. Like when you click a link, it will give you 5 choices. Let's say European Amazon, Indian Amazon, and US Amazon for the same link. And also have a A/B split testing. So I'm still under testing these things out. And at the same time, I can show this one. I'm still in the free version. There's the notice here. And this is something so simple, so clean. And I have to give that respect. It is like Fluent team that they have done these quality things. Like every other site, right? Look at this. Even if it's my staging site, there will be, and you can see the entries, how many entries in there. So the consistent design, like this one, minimalist, but it does the job. Like for example, I can add a password protection to the site without thinking about anything. I don't have to think about anything. I just put a password. And then the admin interface, I can clean it up. So it will be inside over here. And then enable all these minor things is already inside. So it really saves a lot of time. And
It does.
I really hope that the Pro version will have the system that I can copy the settings and apply into another site. It will be
They
great.
do. It is part
They
of one
do?
of the features in the it's one of the features in the
Okay,
Pro.
okay. So these are two. I'm not sure if Joel is okay showing the Fluent Booking or not at this stage.
Yeah, you can show that.
I mean, it's not the final version. It's like pre.
It's not the final version, so yeah, we did some sense today, but it's
Yeah,
okay that people can understand that it's like the the dev version.
yeah. It is literally the dev version.
Yeah.
And let me share.
Yeah, because so I mentioned yesterday a couple things, and he's like, "Yeah, we already have it, but it's just not out on this version. This was the
Yeah.
pre-down version that you gave us to test." But yeah, it's nice. Me and Rohani were playing with it a little bit yesterday, and
Yeah,
if you're expecting something that goes crazy with a lot of features, that's not
that's
this.
not
It's
it. So
something,
again, let
something
me.
very simple and
Uh,
very easy to use.
it is literally the replacement of Cal or Calendly, or if I
Tidy
want to
Cal.
compare, or Tidical kind of things. But Tidical is a bit too much. I mean, it went to reduce features to a point it becomes bare. So it's not that. So for some reason, this one is taking you okay. In the live, we get this kind of stuff instead of
We were looking at it before we went live, and none of
yeah.
this popped
I
up.
think yeah, you are timed out.
Yeah, timed
Yeah.
out because these on Insta WP.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me change these.
If you
I was
refresh it, does it
also
go away?
it didn't go away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I was also testing this. Let me share this while we load that thing. I was also testing Blog Hunch, which is basically a non-WordPress thing. So it has the ecosystem and it's running on Node.js and Next or Vue.js platform. So you can just do blogging and whatever. You can create courses and stuff. And you can actually create digital products like these, like create a course.
Do you know
Then
what
you can integrate with
what
OpenAI,
using?
Stripe, and stuff.
Rani,
Yeah.
do you know what kind of I mean the backend, what kind of language you are using?
If I'm not mistaken, it's Vue.js, but I can confirm with them. It is JavaScript based product. Yeah. I will
Yeah.
check. I will confirm
I
with it.
think yeah, most probably it's Vue.js. I think Vue or React, but yeah,
Yeah.
Vue is also cool. Like for Fluent Booking, the whole app is actually based on JavaScript. That's why
Mhm.
it's super fast. Like in the latest version of Vue.js, Vue 3, and in the front end. We did something crazy actually. The front end form, the booking form, so in the calendar, so that is with Svelte, and
Mhm.
that is also that's also super fast, like more faster than even Vue.js. So we wanted to make the front end super fast, and that's why like we use this Svelte. So all the latest technologies there, and I think many companies started using it, these JavaScript based apps plugins. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's a very good time. In the previously so 5 years ago, everything was like when you click something, it will do the whole thing, like all the everything load again. So like 2 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds sometimes. Now these apps are really like instant.
Yeah,
So
I think somebody
uh,
have a question for you.
yeah,
Templates.
yeah, when we have templates. So we are in the process with in the Fluent Booking, we are actually building a Gutenberg blog. We already have one, but we are extending that, so you can actually tweak the design, like how you want to present that. In We will have few predefined template, but you can also change the colors, layout, those type of thing. So for the the front end, so that's the idea.
Yeah, imagine
So
they just see you and they have questions, right?
so
Yeah, sure.
so speaking of that, there's that, I believe it's Fluent Comments that you guys created.
Yes.
Oh, so I seen that, and I also saw Paul C was talking about it in his live, and one of his comments was about being able to customize the comments. So you be doing that as well for Fluent Comments,
Oh, so much peer
uh,
pressure.
allowing people to customize and make it more fit with their theme?
Yeah. Sorry, it's Fluent Booking templating, right?
No, no,
No,
no.
no, I'm talking about another product, the free product
Fluent
that you
Oh,
guys.
comments.
okay, okay, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, got it.
So he
So
is
with
asking, maybe I rephrase it, that whether you
yeah,
will allow customization like colors and all those things for Fluent comments.
Oh, the Fluent Comments. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
is really interesting. Like I did not expect that people will discover automatically.
Yeah.
So basically, we were using the Fluent Comments for last couple of months, I think. Yeah. So we were really tired about the bot commenting. Like I think every WordPress site owners have this problem. Like bots are comment thousands of comments, and it takes lots of time. And my idea was actually how I can solve it. Like you know so two things, like there is two way you get the spam comment. Number one is actually the most common one, is actually like the automated bot actually send comments to your site. So, and another is actually someone actually doing it manually, like inserting link, those type of thing. So I wanted to solve the first one, like bot will be blocked, and how I can solve that. So basically, I solved that with the plugin. So the idea was actually it's a time sensitive token. So when you start typing, then it will actually generate a unique token for you. And when someone submit that, we actually validate the token, like if someone actually typed in a comment box or not. Okay, so that's the kind of the idea, and I think the bot cannot actually override that. So that was the primary target. And second thing is actually the WordPress comment is the most boring thing. Like you will, if you want to comment somewhere, you will click the comment, it will do the full page refresh, and it's not good. And the third thing is actually WordPress comment is not looks cool by default. Like you have to do lots of CSS, those type of things to make it work. Also the threaded comment was also a nightmare. So my idea was actually, so it was like a weekend project. Like I did that like few days, I think 2 week 2 weekends, so in total like 4 days. And then we were using it, and I submitted a long time ago. And if you already know that, like currently WordPress a plugin review waiting time like 3 months.
Yes.
oh
And
wow.
so one day I just got an email that my plugin got approved without any revision or anything. So because it's very very simple, it does not do lots of things. It's just change your design, comment design, and then make it secure. So I just uploaded in the repository. So you see the logo or the banner, it's all designed by me. So even that was a weekend, I think the Saturday or Sunday. And then I just uploaded, and somebody actually find that, and somebody actually post in our group, in Fluent CRM group,
Yeah.
group, and I think it's like current active install is like 100 or something, near 190 or 100, something like that. So that was like kind of surprising for me. Like it was not mean to advertise those things. I plan to announce that later, but people find that I think many people are already started using it. And I think David for WebTNG also already using it, and W Quickly, I think they are also using it, and so it's cool. Yeah, I think so. This is something like. It's a kind of my side projects or something, open source projects. So something like Fluent Auth or Fluent SMTP, something like that. So it's like I never have any. I don't have any plan to make money from it, or monetize it. So it's like it will be open source contribute. I think I put the GitHub link, so any developer can actually fork it from WordPress in GitHub, add features. So that's the idea, like other developers can also contribute it. And on my weekends I will definitely will contribute more, like definitely I will add few more templates. Yeah, that's the kind of the idea
No,
of Fluent.
that's a big community effort, because if you I mean, our audience, if you go and read the Fluent SMTP, it's also in this manner. So
Yeah.
it will be always free, and it will do the job. And so
And I
yes,
love that too, that you find little problems or stuff that you guys solve, and then you give it
yeah,
to everybody else for free, like Fluent
Yeah,
SMTP, Fluent, I think it's
yeah.
Fluent Authority or Fluent
mm,
something
For
like that for
Fluent
security
for
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then Fluent Comments, and I think that's great. And even in your plugins like Fluent Forms, even in the free version, you could do a lot in there already. So you really care about WordPress, the community, and you
I,
do a
I
lot
I
for them.
actually wanted to show this. Let me see if it is still at my demo site, because I highlighted this during the WordPress event, that a lot of people actually don't know. Oh, look at this! Somebody else wake up and joined.
Go enjoy.
yeah. So yeah, so that's the idea. Like this all about WordPress, right?
Yeah.
So it's WordPress. It's about community, everything. So I started WordPress, back to 2000, I think 9. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the first year of my university, and I like the WordPress whole community was really really welcoming. So I try to attend as many WordCamp as possible, and there I made meet with lots of people, and I really love how WordPress overall community is. And it's like little contribution. So WordPress, the place WordPress we have here, so that's because it's for the community. Like why WordPress is powering 45% of the web. So my personal guess is actually that's simple. It's all about the community. We are individual person still talking about WordPress here. So that's the big thing. That's the thing, like WordPress different than any other platform. So yeah, so it's like my contribution to the community, and I really love it about everything WordPress. So I was talking this afternoon I was talking with Rani about the why we should not do something, like sometimes. So we were talking about in the Fluent Booking, like why we did not put the application in Fluent Booking for the Google Calendar sync, like why I have to create a application. So it was like because it's about the control. Like I don't want to lock users in our system. Like if someone use actually my app, I can kick him anytime. But if you actually create take few extra minute and create your own app in Google, then you own it. And that's the my personal view about WordPress. Like companies should do something like that. uh, about, it's not more, it should not be like all about making money. Making money is important to make a sustainable business, but it's also about the community. It's also about the open source. So that thing, I think companies or developers should always keep in mind. So yeah.
So I wanted to show that to the level I use Fluent Forms, this should give you an idea. So this is Fluent Forms.
Yeah.
And if you notice, it also have the tooltip.
Yeah.
And you also have this. Look carefully. If I change this, it will change. If I change this here, it will change. So this is conditional. And
Yeah.
this is one of the best plugin that actually gives me conditional without asking for money. This is still the free version of
Yeah.
Fluent Forms. And this is my primary contact point. As you can see, I have multiple different type of things like advertising and stuff. So all these from Fluent Form goes to my support channel and it accumulate over there and I catch up from that. So I don't miss out on things. So this is just a example that what you can do with Fluent Forms. And just the free version, don't even have to have the pro version. But definitely pro version has a lot more stuff.
Yeah. So the
Yeah. So
yeah, please go ahead.
oh, sorry. So I was gonna say you can even do calculations on there. So I have a form where people could type in certain numbers, and it calculates in the background, and then it gives them their results. So you can. It's really nice. You could do a lot. Hide things, show things, and you can have it right to custom post types and everything in the background.
Oh, Albert was ready for this.
Yes.
He was ready for this. Hi, Sam. Sorry to wake you up. I know it's your Saturday morning, and yeah, you look so very American
Guys,
today.
sorry, I've been having some issues with.
Okay. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Yeah. So how are you?
So I wanted to ask the founder. Is it the founder of Fluent Form, right?
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
the founder, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a request that I've been waiting for. Sorry, I didn't want to come out that way, but it's better. Uh, Public Connect, direct integration, please,
So which one?
please.
Public Connect.
Public
Public Connect.
Oh, so we have that, like we have the webhook, right? So whenever someone actually submit a form,
Yeah.
you can send data to Public Connect, and I think lots of people use that for the connection. So
But I think he have
uh,
a special case, if I'm not mistaken.
I have a
yeah.
special case, so hear me out. So I've been
Yeah.
using Fluent Form and I've been loving it. The support is great. I have no complaint. They always help me out. I have about 14, 15 forms, and if I have to use a webhook, and I keep making forms, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of upgrades. There's a lot of forms. Contact us, get a code, about
Yeah.
us. Then we have multiple locations, right? I have about six retail stores, so they all have their own forms. They have all their repair quota forms, and they all. I cannot create too many webhooks, and things changes all the time in webhook, right? The field changes because I have to add.
Yeah.
It's a service related business, so I have to add services.
Yeah.
So it's very complicated in terms of like not having a direct integration. Like what I'll tell you what I'm using right now. So I'm using Fluent Form and I'm sending the contacts to what was the name of that tool, the email tool that just recently changed the name? Sendbill?
SendGrid,
SendGrid.
Bravo.
SendGrid? Yeah, is
Rian?
Bravo, yeah. Yeah,
No.
no, the Bravo one.
Yeah.
So you have
Yeah.
a direct integration with them, I think,
Yeah.
right? You
Yep.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you have an integration with Platformly too, which not many people are using. So what I'm doing, I'm sending the contact to there, and from there I'm sending it to Public Connect, and from there I'm sending it to VBot.
Okay.
Wow, that's
So
yeah.
so
Yeah,
one
go
thing
ahead.
that So if I
So
do
if
it
I
like
have the direct integration with either with
yeah.
Rebout or with public.
So the idea is actually, do you want to pull data from Fluent Forms from the public connect side? So the pull data, not like the real time webhook, right?
No, I think he want direct integration as well, rather than going through Publi. Publi is just a middleman, right, Sam?
Uh,
So
Sam,
Sam, do you want to go straight to VBOut from Fluent Forms? Is that what you're asking?
I
can
think we
he?
lost him. No sound from him.
Yeah, I think he
so
cannot hear us.
so one thing, if you want something like that, you want to pull data from public site without logging in your WordPress, so that can be like done in the version 5. We actually added the full REST API. So previously we had like Ajax system, so it's now the what REST API. We already have the REST API documentation, most probably, yeah, I think. And basically you can actually pull all of your friend from entries from the public connect, and then you can use that data anywhere you want. So that is one solution. So just shoot me a message about what you want to do in Facebook, and I will get back to you. So don't mind if I don't reply in the next few days, because I am a bit busy, but I will give a solution. If
Yeah,
we can do something about it, we will definitely do that, because I think we have lots of users who actually use public connect too.
yeah, I think he got disconnected.
Yeah.
So I will talk with him separately. I'll tell you what you said. And yeah, I think
I think another good tool for him would be Flomatic. I don't know if he's tried Flomatic.
no. I think for his case, there will be. I can totally understand when he mentioned 14 forms and 14 webhooks. It's not easy to manage because when he need to create the logic on the other side, it will fail if there is a new field in the webhook.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, sorry, I understand. I keep disconnecting. I don't know why it's working weird for me. I know it's not. It's all working good for you. So the what I wanted basically, it's not to transfer the leads. I'm okay with, because I'm already getting the emails. So basically, I want to transfer the data, the customer data, like the name, email address, and what I'm trying to do is accomplish is trying to use VBot to sending emails. So I know you have Platformly and you have other ones, and but I'm not using. I'm using VBot. So if I have either Public Connect direct integration or VBot direct integration, and I think
Yeah.
both of these integrations you do have it. I think VBot you have it. I think maybe 2 years now that you have it on the requested feature, and I've been trying to
Okay.
get. Tell George, VBOT founder, to do the integration
Okay.
with you guys. So if you guys can make this happen for me, I'll be so happy. And you'll
Okay.
probably see me commenting everywhere. I need a
Yeah. Yeah.
VBOT
Okay.
integration or
Yeah.
public
So yeah, I
integration.
will. Yeah. So yeah, I heard you now. I will push to the team, and we have a list of integration requests and those type of things. Like I think we have an internal like priority based. Like, okay, we'll do these things. I will try to make it as a top priority, and see if we can actually push that. So I think that will be awesome. Yeah.
Sam, you there?
I have one more thing to mind. It's not done. Okay, developing some kind of booking stuff. Is it true?
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you guys already talked about it?
yeah, we just talked about it.
Yeah.
So
You did? Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. I'll watch it again. Don't worry.
yeah, it is coming next week.
I'm looking forward for it. Perfect. Good.
See, everyone is
Congratulations.
looking forward.
So it got really crazy. Like uh we just shared in our group, Fluent CRM group, about that. Okay, we are launching Fluent CRM, and few people actually also shared in their group in Facebook. uh, and so this is what happened. I think in the Fluent CRM group we got like 200 plus, I think 250 plus comments. uh, and then I think we got like, for now, for today I checked like 2000 plus people signed up for the wait list. So that's really big. I'm really honored, the team is super excited, and that's why we are like adding more feature before we launch it. My initial idea was actually I will just launch it with this feature. Maybe we'll do this in the next few weeks, but the team is saying like, oh, people are really excited, so let's add those features, let's clear the current backlog and then release. So yeah, we are really excited about this.
What is this?
Joel, may I ask a
Oh, that's
question?
good. Yep.
Jajahan,
Yes.
okay, I know that you are very much into this WordPress ecosystem. So,
Yeah.
but then the trend now is a lot of people are looking for SaaS, So I
Yeah.
think I just want to know your future plan, Are you going to have something, to develop SaaS based on your existing product, or something like that?
Yeah. So the my the personal goal about w management, about the company, is actually, it's always like building tools for small businesses, like they can actually run their business. uh, and if you take a look closely, like all of our tools are like connected, all the new products are connected, and they are like a Lego box, so you will just use those things, build a solution. And when we are building this pieces, missing pieces for a, running a business, then it actually works very well. Like for Fluent Booking, it will work really really well with Fluent CRM and also with Fluent Forms. And definitely we will integrate with our other ecosystem, like support. So that's the goal. One thing really inspired me, like when people actually you know use these tools to run their business with with other tools, like say WooCommerce or a membership plugin or LMS plugin, those type of things, and it's really get really really powerful. So uh, I still believe that if I build a tool in WordPress ecosystem, it will help more people than if I do in SaaS platforms. So for an example, there has lots of booking solution out there for SaaS, like really really good. Is a cal.com, Calendly. So those are really really good product. I was using those product, the premium version, their highest plan, for last couple of months for building Fluent Comments, Fluent Booking. So if I build that, I would not actually add any value to the world for the booking platform. Like the SaaS platforms are already solving the solution, and they are like the best in the SaaS platform. So what I could do if I release the product in the open source platform, so self-hosted platform, WordPress, like, so people could connect those things with their other parts of their business. So that's the goal for the Fluent ecosystem. Like it's all about like how I can add values to businesses. And it's like WordPress is just a distribution, right? And so that's what we are doing. It's still my philosophy. Many people actually, so when I talk with other businesses or SaaS founders, they actually disagree with me. Like, you should actually do, so they tell me you should go to SaaS platforms. Your tools are good, SaaS platforms. But I think uh, for me, like WordPress, it's a very unique space, my favorite space. So I still want to grow in WordPress. I want to solve more problem in WordPress. So that's the goal. So if I even do any like SaaS platform, still I will make sure that people will have choice, like the all the infrastructure we are using for building the SaaS, they can do exactly same in WordPress. So yeah, that's like the idea.
Yeah, and so I like that because what you notice is Calendly and all these other tools, even if they're somewhat white label, they take you away from your site. And this you're
Yeah,
keeping all your audience on your site. And even
yeah,
if you include it in your emails, you're
yeah,
gonna bring them back to your site because they're gonna be
yeah,
going and they can see other stuff. So you're self-promoting yourself as opposed to another tool. So
yeah,
I love that
exactly.
it's in the WordPress.
Yeah. So yeah, I think like if you use WordPress, if you don't use WordPress for your business, that's totally fine to use all the SaaS platforms. But if you use WordPress, then if all the tools, your marketing tools, your other tools are within WordPress, then you get more power. So think about it like for your email marketing. If you use a SaaS service that really will work really fine, like Mailchimp, Actimate, they are great tool, but they cannot access your WordPress data. They are not built for WordPress. But if you use any self-hosted solution within your WordPress, then actually those tools can access your other data points, like your customer history, their purchase history. Based on that, you make decision. So yeah, that's the idea. I think like in the coming days, I am sure like more companies will actually build solution for WordPress, and those tools will be really awesome. uh, so yeah, I
Yeah,
think
like you said, Fluent CRM is a great way to capture all your customer data as it comes
yeah,
in.
yeah,
Mailmint also
exactly.
did a nice job in trying to do some of that
Yeah,
too.
so yeah, I can guarantee like no SaaS platform can be more integrated with WordPress than Fluent CRM. It's not possible because they are sitting in another server. They cannot access all the data. Like when you actually see a contact in WordPress in say in Fluent CRM, you can see all of their data, like when they joined as a user, what role they have, what's their purchase history, do they submit any form, all those things. So that's only possible because it's WordPress. If I would made like it's a SaaS version, I could not actually build that. It's technically kind of would be very very difficult.
Yeah. And it's a really good tool because if you don't look at it, is you can see what products customers are buying. You can go into
Yeah,
that specific product and you can see if that customer stopped buying that product. So then you can either have a conversation with them saying, "Do you have any issues with our products? Is there any way we can improve?" But like
yeah,
you said, you can't really do that with the SaaS. You can't dive into it that deeply, or if you can, you have to set up a lot of these integrations like Zapier, Flomatic, Pabbly to try to get some of this, and that's complicated.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why I mean it depends, like how Joel explained, right? It is exactly like this. So it will depend on the company. So if I build my business around WordPress, so I would stay in that ecosystem because eventually I will figure out how to use it and what is my best way to go
yeah,
forward. So
yeah,
this
exactly.
is why if he goes to SaaS, his competition immediately becomes so much.
Yeah,
Is it what I mean?
that's
So
true.
so
And one thing I tell myself again and again, to just to remind myself, like I am a very focused person. Like WordPress is working for me. People using the product. It's a like it's already a sustainable business. W Managed Ninja, we're very profitable for us actually. So I don't want to move my focus in something else. Like I want to grow it. So if I go to SaaS, then I have to move my focus from WordPress to
yeah,
SaaS. That I don't want to. Like every product is really really, I am really focused on it. So yeah, it depends about the company, how the company thinking about the future, something like that.
Yeah. Plus, to me, it's also nice just to sign into one place and see
Yeah,
everything that you need. as opposed to, okay, I'm signing into WordPress for this, I'm signing into this other tool for that. Now I need to go to this other tool to check. It's nice to be able to focus on one spot.
I can tell you
Yeah.
one story, but and Joel and everyone who is here. So I started in the early inception of WordPress in 2000, end of 2001. So
Wow.
it's 20 years plus. So of course it's very near to my heart because I have seen the the imperfect baby that started and how it took over the world, quite literally. So it was very, very imperfect. I can remember that it can only do like very basic formatting for the blog post and stuff. And yes, it all started there. And then 20 years passed. So sometimes even if I want to detach myself, right, there is a emotional connection to this. Something maybe not my own kid, but is my step kid, who I mean, who I bring them up, right? So you still get an
Yeah.
emotional attachment to them. So exactly it is like that. And after 20 years, and I have seen the speed, the concepts that is going into WordPress. Yes, it still needs to be a little bit more organized and stuff. But having said that, look at the size of the community. And the one thing that stands out to me when I get to meet with Joel during the Malaysia event, there is so much of people. There is so much of people, and they are all super enthusiastic, and they love the thing that they can do things with WordPress. So now when I look at Blog Hunch, when I look at Quick Creator Blog, then I realize I cannot do certain things. For most people, it will be fine. But for us, where we want to do something and we can do it, and that's the flexibility you won't be able to find in a SaaS. But I'm
Was
giving it a
it
try. I'm trying to keep my mind open. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
But having said
yeah,
that,
sure.
I'm still kind of emotionally attached to
Yeah.
WordPress.
You don't get too emotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But imagine
was
if you spend a time with a tree, for example, for 20 years, you will get attachment, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
was it so simple to spin up a site and test something out? With a lot of these other SaaS, it's like, okay, I'm wasting a license or I have to pay for another license just to test to see if this is actually going to work or not. And WordPress is nice since it's open source. You can spin it up, and then I have Insta WP, which makes that even easy. I just type in the name and boom, I have a site. It makes life so much easier.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that WordPress is the only solution. There is other solution, but
Yeah.
I think the key element for Fluent team is basically they are specialized in this. So if they go into SaaS, then their competition will be so hard going forward. Then it will be tough time for them to adopt into that
Yeah.
different segment.
Yeah, I think that's the point actually. So yeah, I'm not a SaaS hater or anything. I use lots of SaaS, even in our company. We have lots of subscriptions for our team, marketing team, and dev team. So it's not about like I don't like it. Even for the chat, we use a SaaS solution. Okay, so the idea is actually I don't want to I want to give my 100% to WordPress, the products we already have, the ecosystem we are building. So yeah, that's the idea.
I'm trying to load the site, Alberto, but I'm
Okay.
having some protocol
Yeah,
error
just let me take a look and see how I set it up.
because I think
But
Sam missed it earlier. We show a little bit on the site.
but you had issues with that one site that I was having you check out for me too, right? Because of
Yeah,
loading images and things like that. So I'm not
yeah.
sure if it's
I think it's the Asian IP segment. Um, Sometimes they don't have enough um, request handler or whatever it is. Or some sites it happens.
Do you want me to show it? Do you want me to share the screen? And
Yeah, why not? Why not? You go ahead and share it, and I can pull it up on screen.
all right. So I've never done this before, so bear with
No,
me.
just go to Share tab.
Um,
Then, yeah, that's it. There you are.
yeah. So booking. So this is the shows you if you have bookings and all that stuff. Booking calendar. So I created one. Ruhani created one. You can go up here and say create a new calendar. You can select from the WordPress users that you have set up on here. You can do one-to-one or group invites. It's very simple.
Created one, Ruhani.
Oh, can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. And then let me go. You want my booking? You can set up your availability, your settings, Google Calendar, Zoom, Twilio, Stripe, and this is all. We're on a beta of a beta, so I know
Yeah.
you guys already have newer versions, but the
Yeah.
testing that I have set up on here is it's an older version. So where you guys may have more options in the settings and things like that. But as you can see, everything is very simple. It's very easy to use and it's clean. It's not like I'm going to be complicated with all these settings. And for this tool, I don't need all those settings. I'm just creating a simple booking form, um, so I can see. And it's just like if you would go into see here. It's just like if you would go into what's it called Calendly or TidyCal. It's very simple, but you don't see any of their branding on there or anything. And like you said on the new version, you're gonna have ways to customize the look and the feel and all that stuff. And we talked about that earlier. But as you can see, this is nice and this is clean. And I didn't spend any time, as you can see. I just used test test. I didn't type in a description. I didn't go overly into it. And it's a really nice, clean interface, and it gives you the options and everything. Let's see here. Let's see if here. Yeah, and anytime you stop using it, you could just disable it. It has those options in there. You could put a featured image. I didn't put a featured image on here, but here you could put about, all active bookings, only selective, remote calendar. So every user can set up their own calendar to there. So and it's like you can have unlimited calendars here, as long as you
Yeah.
have the user set up on your stuff. And we were talking about also creating a front end, so people don't even have to go into the dashboard to create users, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to
Yeah.
be released in this version, or is that going to be released
Uh,
in
I
future
don't think
versions?
so. Yeah. So maybe next, but not right now. So
Okay.
yeah. So the idea is actually, so one people will have like a full, so when a people someone actually log in, then they will have the like full Calendly. And if you're an admin, then that I think end of this we will have like the team. So so something like say someone actually just talk in the in the sales team or marketing team. So you can have like uh, a team like say two people. So you can have a landing page, so people can actually select, okay, do you talk with Alberto, or do you talk you on to the Ruhani, and they can select that and they can book that. Or it can be something like that, okay, you will have only one calendar, and people will actually just, you will say that, okay, you will talk with someone with the company, and based on the available time we will assign that event to that person. So yeah, that's the kind of idea. One of the unique features we implemented in the last in a couple of days, like you can actually connect multiple calendars. So like say you have a calendar in Google, like for your personal, another one is for your office, and now you can actually connect both and check for conflict. Like someone actually can book you if if your time is available in both calendar. And that is like a very wise, and someone actually requested that last week in our group, and we actually implement that, and I think that's a very nice feature to have.
Yeah. And so just so everybody knows here, this part over here that you're seeing, Fluent Booking, is not due to the plugin. This here is just the website that I created with InstaWP. So this part here would be your domain name. It wouldn't have
Yeah,
anything here saying Fluent Booking. That's just because I spin this up as a quick demo. Instant WP is great for that, to test out tools and things. So this here would all be, white labeled, if you want to call it that. But all this is keeping people on your site. They're not going to any external site to see any of this information, and
yeah.
you have the data. It's not like somebody else has your data as well. Is there anything you wanted me to highlight from here?
I was talking about it oh, yeah, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the idea is actually about Fluent Booking. Actually, the initial version, the 1 month ago, the product name was Fluent Calendar, and I own the fluentcalendar.com, fluentcalendar.com. And so the idea was like, okay, let's replace Calendly in WordPress. And then we did that in the current version. So it's all about the Calendly type features and everything. uh, so the why we actually then rename it to Fluent Bookings. So our goal is actually to go to other sided, like can I use it for like a event booking, like I create an event and can I offer registration, accept payments, those type of things. So we want to do that too, and that's like the ultimate goal that we want to also solve. We want to solve that problem too. Also something like say a salon booking system, can I do that? Not in the first version, but that's our goal. Like we want to also solve that problem in the future, and that's why we actually like internally we actually renamed the project to Fluent Booking. Like not so the initial version, if you actually compare, if you search for features for other type of booking services, you will not get that because we didn't build that. But that's the ultimate goal, that we want to build that. And the way we build product, that's like in our DNA. Like we want to build something that's really working, but not not cover too many areas. And over time we want to cover those things. Like we did that for Fluent Form, Fluent CRM, even Fluent Support. We just the initial version of Fluent CRM was really very very simple. Like only the very simple automation, very simple campaign, email campaign, those type of things. Now it's really powerful. Like you can do lots of things in now in Fluent CRM. So that's the idea for also for Fluent Booking. Like we are going to release this in a very simple, only solve one problem. That's your personal appointment booking, like you are doing in Calendly. But over time we want to add the features based on the customer feedback, what they want, how we want to solve it, and do that. Yeah.
Um, One thing I would say is,
So
have you
I
ever
actually
thought
have a
of?
question.
So sorry, I think Sam was starting to say something and then got blocked.
No, you go ahead, Albert.
Okay. Um, have you thought of doing like a bio type page with the booking where you can put your social media and maybe special links and then right
Uh,
there have the booking?
so technically you can do that right now. So if you have in your description,
Uh-huh.
in your calendar description, if you add the HTML link or something, HTML code, it will render in your landing page.
Okay.
So yeah, technically do that. But maybe based on the feedback, maybe we will just do like give a real editor to add some formatted content to your booking page.
That'd be nice. The other thing too is I know you've done it for Fluent forms and I use this a lot, the embed code. So I'm able to
Yeah,
take it to a non WordPress website and embed it in there. And
yeah.
also
So
I started
yeah,
using Moxie,
yeah,
and Moxie has a way to embed stuff. So I hope you can put the embed
yeah,
piece in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, that's also an idea actually. Like today I had a meeting with the dev team, and they were using jQuery for the
Uh-huh.
front end for something. So then I told no, we cannot use jQuery because I want to make it super fast. Now our the front end app, I think around 300 kilobyte in everything, like all the
Uh,
calendar elements, CSS, JavaScript, everything together, 300 kilobyte. And so as like it's the full booking, your booking calendar, you are saying it's just only one JavaScript file. And so we did that because we want to give the option people, just like fluent prompts. I think it will be better. So fluent prompts actually use iframe, but we don't want to use iframe. We really want something that is natively embedded widget. And basically my plan is actually on to do that. So that is one thing that I want to do, that like people can actually use it anywhere, like you will have your own calendly. So that's one thing. Another thing is actually that we will actually release, I think, within this month. That's like, maybe you don't want your stuff to go to the admin panel. Like you can set up a page in the front end for your team. They can just log in and they can have their own instance, and they can actually manage all their booking forms on their availability, and everything about all the things you have in admin panel. You can have that in the front end page. And so that is something, is also it will be I think new.
nice.
uh, Ron, can't hear you.
No, you're muted or
Yeah.
I
now.
got one question. You said you want to be very similar or kind of alternate to Calendly. Are you How are you gonna have an app like Calendly? They have an app and stuff. So I'm just
Sorry,
curious.
which one?
Calendly, they have an
Yeah.
app, and a lot of people use their app. Like especially, I don't know about like, especially here in North America, I've seen a lot of people just use app for their meetings and stuff like that. They get a notification and stuff. So how are you gonna implement the app?
Oh, so currently we have email notification. So you can set the email notification like, okay, send an email reminder before 5 minutes of the meeting or 10 minutes of the meeting. So that is one app. We have. We will have the SMS notification. We are in the process to integrate Twilio. So I don't think we will build an app for that. But so it will be like SMS, or maybe in the future we will add other notification, maybe Slack or Telegram or WhatsApp for the admin side to get all the notification. Even for, we can also push that to the guest too. So that is something we can easily do that to get the notification. So maybe it will not be you will not have a dedicated app, but we will integrate with the other messaging platforms. Like we did that in Fluent support. Like in our workflow, all the support request is we can push that to our in Slack or Discord, even Telegram, and even we can reply the support ticket from our Slack or even Telegram. So that is something maybe we will do in here too, to get the notification too. Hey George.
What's up, guys?
Okay.
Oh man.
What is the time there?
For me,
Yeah.
it's 9:16. I just woke up.
Oh,
It's about, we passed, me and Albert, we passed about midnight. Now it's midnight, 17 minutes past. Yeah.
Oh wow!
But, yeah.
I see it's been going on for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yes.
yeah.
So it's just informal kind of things. And we're talking about WordPress. Shazan is here and Sam Jason is here. He have his questions and stuff. Very heavy hitter. So Sam had a question that how you are managing, Joel, how you are managing all this by yourself.
Okay, so it's hard actually to managing all the products. So what we did in last I have to say like 3 years, like build a team. So all of the products you see, they have like a dedicated team. So the company actually is like 110 people, but it's like segmented. Like say for instance, Fluent CRM, we have a team of 20 people. So in that team, it's a cross-functioning team. So we have developers, we have support, we have marketing. So these three people, three type of people make a team, and they are kind of autonomous team. So even autonomous in sense of they can set their own time. Like okay, we want to start the office at like 11 or 10. So something like that. So they actually do. They can actually autonomously they actually run that. And we have on lead from marketing, on lead from support, on lead from development team. So there's three people. They actually develop the product, manage the product, everything. So once a month, I just sit with them and talk what they are going to do. If I have any feedback, if I get any feedback from the community or anything, I can give them. Okay, you guys can take a look. So that's like the Fluent CRM team. So all the other teams are the same. Like for Fluent Prompts, we have a team. For Paymatic, for Ninja Table, we have the team. So this is how we actually manage things. So it's not like, so we don't have any developer that they work in multiple product. So if a developer work in Fluent CRM, he's only focused on Fluent CRM. He never actually contribute in Fluent Prompts or Ninja Table. So their only focus is only the Fluent CRM. So for each product we have the team. So for me, I just kind of talk with this team leads and give the top level ideas. If they do some any mistake or anything, then I try to help them. So yeah, so that's kind of how we manage those things. So you can say it like it's a multiple startup in a place. So all those companies products is actually kind of run autonomously. And definitely they actually collaborate each other. If someone get any a good result in a campaign or marketing or anything, they actually let others know that. And we do have like sessions every week in cross functioning teams. So someone can share their experience with the other teams, and together like we grow. So yeah, that's the idea. So it's not like that I am managing everything. So those team members, they are like autonomous. They are actually like building those products, managing everything, and I am just like trying to facilitate everything they need to build that kind of like product. So that's how we manage our team.
Well, I wanted to ask
Need any
sasmaster.
help?
So Sam is asking if
Yeah.
you need any help. Is available. Uh, so I wanted to ask opinion from Jorge that I am testing this. I'm not sure you guys have tested this or not. Yeah.
No.
So I'm testing
Yeah,
this.
actually, I met with the team. The founder actually came to my office. So they are from
Nice.
Nepal.
Yes. I'm talking with him lately and
Yeah.
trying to provide the feedbacks. I think these also have a very good opportunity to take over some of the areas that WP Vivid does, which is advanced, but most of the time we don't need the advanced thing for day-to-day job. So
Is this specific for WordPress?
yeah,
Yes,
it's a WordPress plugin.
it's on AppSumo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
I haven't
so,
seen
it, so I think everybody knows George, but in case you don't, George has a YouTube channel called SaaSmaster where he
Yes.
reviews a lot of
Yeah.
tools and he does it within 10 to 15 minutes. He does a great job doing it. I just watched your last one that you did also for Cloudflare on how to secure your site and things like that. So he's always providing a lot of useful tips
Helpful
and
content.
reviews.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I took the
I'm
inspiration
a
from.
very big fan of George. Like, a few years ago we talked, like every week or something. I still, watch all the videos he published. Like, I have notification bell on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great content. It's very,
I do
very
too.
good content.
Thanks,
So
man. I really
Yeah.
appreciate everyone's
yeah,
support, man.
that is the whole reason I kept these. So I can ask him that what is his thoughts, because I have a thought and I think he also have a thought. You guys, I haven't asked you guys whether you have tested this or not. It's simple enough, and yeah.
I haven't tested this backup tool, but
Mhm.
one of the main problems with WordPress backup tools is when you have a large site. When the site is over 1 gigabyte, that's when we have issues. I mean, for example, you talked about WP Vivid, where
Yes.
in the beginning, that was one of the biggest issues. I mean,
Yes.
if the site was large, something was going on, and we had to do some tweaking, go
Yes.
back and forth with support until we got that settled. But with backup plugins, I mean, that's the main issue. If they can solve that, that's the main
So
thing that
Yeah.
So,
so
He
so
actually
now
we
brought
have
that
you
up on his. Yeah.
like
so
from
now you
technical
know
side.
why I have this question specifically for him. So
yeah,
this
for
is
me
exactly the reason, because my site is 10 GB
yeah,
in
there
total.
you go.
So even though I have WP Vivid installed, I cannot do a single backup. It will never complete.
There you go. Yeah.
So what I did, the first thing I did, I installed it on the live site, this one, and it did backup the 10 GB
Oh
without
wow.
CPU spike. So this is why I'm surfacing this, that I think it has a potential.
So WP Vivid, I've used it before, and there is an option that you can select where it says like shared hosting or stuff like
Yeah,
that,
we do it.
where it
I did
takes a
all that.
while, but it does. Oh, okay. All
I
right.
Yeah,
did all that.
it uses less resources, but still you will get some hits with a 404
Yeah.
page and the backup
Yeah.
just didn't work. So I mean,
So
for me, it doesn't matter if you have, for example, shared hosting and it takes, I don't know, 6-8 hours, but at least
yeah.
it does it, right? That's the thing.
So this is
So
why
I,
this question is so directed to SaaSmaster, because I have seen at least in one of his video, I cannot remember when, at least 2 years before or 1 year before, that he actually talked about this. So it's in my brain, because I
Yeah.
felt the same problem, because I love WP Vivid, but it cannot do anything more than 1 GB correctly.
Yeah. I mean, it will do it, but I mean, you have to go back and forth with support and
Yes.
send them the
Log
log
files and
of
stuff.
the
Yeah.
errors and all of that, and they'll jump into your site and kind of try to fix things up, and boom, it could back up. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about 3-4 days to go back and forth to get a backup.
Yeah, I
so
know.
I know it's not a backup, but I just took a 13 gig site and I migrated it using the pro version of all-in-one migration. And I love that tool. It's so easy when you take one site and you migrate it over to another thing. It's not the same as a backup because backups you want to have incremental. You don't want to
Right.
have to keep making these 13 gig backups. But I do know if you have issues moving, that's a great tool.
That's on the paid version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
The
can't get that on the
the
free
free
version.
version is only I think 200 gig or megabytes or something like that. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
small.
unusable. Free is unusable.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's very late for Albert. I think it's about
You
midnight
just woke
past
him up
now.
over there.
Yeah.
So, in your
So
experience with this backup, I mean, you say it's pretty simple. What does it do? I mean, aside from
so
why is it so simple?
so in WP Vivid, you probably noticed that there is like exclusion and few other things. So
Right.
the first thing that I noticed here is in the automatic backup, they have a system, pre-ready system for before WordPress core update.
Yeah,
So before you do a version change in the WordPress, you can actually create a core backup. So just in case the
that's pretty
version
nice.
broke,
Yeah.
and then there is, I'm not exactly sure the purpose of this one, but after WooCommerce order completed, it can do a backup
Okay,
and before theme update and before plugin update.
yeah. That's a nice one with the WooCommerce order completed update with the
Mhm.
backup. If you have a site that doesn't sell it out, I mean, if you have a site that
Yeah.
makes one sell, I don't know, 2-3 sales a week, that's a good option. But I mean, if you're
Yeah.
selling 10, 20 products a day,
That will go crazy.
it'll kill your
Yeah.
site.
So yeah, my technical point of view, like for small sites, George has told, small sites you can use this type of plugin for backup. But if you have a large site, if I have a large site, I would never use any plugin actually to back up manually those type things. This thing should be from server side, not in
Do
the
you use
PHP
FTP
side
for
or
that?
these things, WordPress side. It should be like for large site, it should be from the server side. Either it can be from your hosting provider, like they do like all the full snapshot of your full server,
Yeah.
and save that. Like we use Amazon, AWS, we have like snapshot backup. So every 12 weeks it goes like the snapshot backup, and I think we keep that like for 2 weeks. So we will have the, if something happens, we will get the 2 weeks snapshot, and we can restore that. And because if you do that for, say, you have a high traffic a big site, if you do the backup, it will consume lots of, number one is actually to making the zip everything, it will consume your server,
CPU. Yeah.
memory, processor, everything, number one. Number two is actually when you download or anything, it will actually use the bandwidth. So that's why for our sites we don't use any backup plugin. For small sites I think sometimes we do, like taking the backup everything like that. But for large sites, say for WManage Ninja, we have like the hosting level, AWS level backup. For small sites, I think we have a very very simple SSH script that actually run the cron, do the backup and store that in S3. So that's type, I think it's also very good, like as I said, it's very good for small sites, like you have like few hundred megabytes of data or everything, you can just install it, download everything, you don't have to log into the server or anything. But for large site I would never recommend any backup plugin. Like for your site like 10 GB data, even if can do that, the backup, I don't think you should use that, because it's 10 GB, it's
Oh,
really big data.
right now, what I do, I use a SSH script, exactly what you said, and I push
Yeah,
to SFTP server, another
yeah,
SFTP server. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for me, the backup plugin, it's like a third like backup of the site.
yeah,
I'm really cautious of my site. Like the two important sites that I use,
Uh,
I have a bunch of sites, but two of them are really important.
uh,
I have the snapshots. I have the backup in two different places, and I'm
yeah.
really careful about it. And
Yeah, because we have gone through the pain, right? Like if you lost backup or data loss is tremendously difficult to get back from.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, no,
It's super
imagine
painful.
losing your site right now. I mean, just imagine it, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this Everest backup, does it integrate with other cloud
Oh, yes,
storage?
yes. Let me just go
Which
to the
one?
screen. So in the add-ons, so they can do also migration and clone. And in the add-ons, you will be able to see. Okay, so S3, Google Drive, Dropbox, Backblaze, OneDrive, and pCloud.
pCloud is
So yours
among
is,
my favorite.
but yours is
Again?
the pro version, right? So it looks like you have to pay for these other features.
Yeah. So the free version comes with Google Drive, and yeah, mine is Pro, of
But
course.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yours is pro, but it looks like you have to pay for the add-ons.
Oh, no, it's included.
Yeah, it's up
Oh,
to
Yeah,
because you hover over it and it says buy now.
yeah. I just didn't install it yet.
Ah, okay,
Yeah. So once I install it, it will have configure. So
okay.
the way the licensing system is, so each component, so backup unlimited, then Pro version, then pCloud add-on, each one have their own license.
Ah, okay.
Mm,
I
So I'm
see.
looking at the deal. It's $29 for three sites,
yeah.
and 58 for 10 sites, so on and so forth. But I mean, $29 for 3 sites is not that bad. I mean, if you just want to back up your main sites,
Mhm.
that's I mean, it's
Yeah,
not bad.
because my primary problem with WPV, with exactly what sasmaster says, that it cannot back up big one and it will fail and I won't know. That's the thing, that I wouldn't know that it failed. So it will send me the email middle of the night and I'm already asleep. So when I tried this one, it actually, I was wondering that this is going to fail. This is going to fail. so, and so what I realized, they actually kind of running a subcommand or SSH shell. So let me just show you quickly. So this is one of my demo sites.
What UI are you using for your WordPress for your backend?
Nothing is the default
That's
one.
not how it
Yeah, it's
You
just
just change the theme. You just
Yeah,
change
the
the
theme,
theme colors.
the backend theme. What are you
no,
using?
no. It's just in the users. You set the colors. You go to users. So if I go here, then I change to
Ectoplasma.
yeah.
Oh, just by changing the color. It looks really different just by changing the color. I've never
Yeah.
played around with that.
So I
Never.
keep it separate. So it helps me understand which one is demo site and which one is not. So all the demo sites will have this color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So shit. Something so simple could be really useful.
Yeah. It's just to identify,
Yeah. Sometimes I have like when I'm doing updates on my sites, it's like I'm opening like 5-10 sites.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have, for example, I have sasm.co and sasmaster.com, which are like really important ones. And identifying the really important one is really, really important for me.
Yeah.
So I'll
So
change the color.
you put a like striking color. So immediately you will know that if it
I'm
is
gonna do
red
that right now.
color, you will immediately know. So this is actually one of the sites I'm working on. So the reason I wanted to show this also, because not to promote, but this is also one of my demo site, which is not ready yet, is designed for WordPress. I think I show Alberto a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like if you go into one of these items, sorry about the header, not yet completed. So it has this kind of interactive elements. Yeah. So it will come with this kind of bars, and I think there is some problem over here, but it should work. So it's using green shift behind, and also got this kind of review sites kind of thing. So this one also I use it for demo or testing. few other things. So I wanted to show that the backup is when you go and do a backup, local server backup, if you click here, there is a console output. Have you noticed this?
That's cool. I just wish they had unlimited sites on AppSumo, but they don't.
How many
think
sites do you
unlimited-
have?
Mine? I think mine
No.
is too good.
Who said they wanted unlimited? Sam? Or
No, I
No,
did,
no,
Alberto.
Alberto.
how many sites do you have, Alberto?
Well, so I do a lot of work for people. Like I'll do a bunch of websites for other people. So it varies, and then what I do for them varies too, depending on what they want. But it's just nice to be able to use one tool and then use it on all the sites. So then you learn it, you know it. If there's any issues, you know what the issues and the workarounds are, as opposed to using one backup tool for this, one backup tool for the other one.
Yeah.
So it's just nice, like you don't have to learn something new. Time is valuable, especially
Correct.
But like what Joel said, right? If you have a shell script and if your site is large enough, you should just take the safer way. Means
Yeah.
Hey, somebody drop off. Is it? Oh, Sam.
Are you on a
yes.
VPS or shared hosting
I'm on shared hosting.
for that backup? Okay.
Yeah, because it's a demo site, so I don't use the dedicated services.
Yeah, just kind of to consider the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was hoping to see Fluent backups one of these days, but I guess
No. Like, yeah. So the idea is actually like, if I cannot, make it better or add values, then why I should actually, build it? Like the fundamental thing about backup, already people are doing, for years, and like there's solution for the small size, sites are already fine. And I don't think like it will add any value to our existing ecosystem. So even if something very lucrative, like I know it will be very profitable, even if it does not add value to our existing ecosystem, I would not do that. So yeah, so that's the idea.
So how big is this site? Just to understand, it's taking this long
200
to back up.
200 MB, 200 sorry 1 GB 1 GB.
Oh,
GB.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like it's taking a little bit for only a 1 gig site.
But it's on shared hosting, so consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I set the delay to 700 milliseconds, so it's about 0.7 second. I could set it to 200 ms, but I didn't want it to take the risk.
Okay. So that's nice. So you could, on the back end, you can on their settings.
Yeah, you can fine tune the pressure you want to put on the server.
So that's milliseconds for each file?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is why you can see the like archive 12,000 and the gap between each, right, is about 0.7 seconds.
Okay. So you can play it really safe or go really fast.
Yeah. You can push the boundary that it can go up to 5 seconds, I think, but that will be really odd.
Yeah, I mean, that'll do 3 days backup.
Or a day one backup, right? Yeah. Almost done. So another good thing that I couldn't show because I am sharing the tab, the title bar of your browser, it shows the percentage that it's archiving.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you switch tabs to something else, you can go back and see where.
Yeah, you don't have to go back. You can just look at the title; it will update.
Anyone using Wasabi for backup?
I am using on my main site. Yeah.
Same. I'm
It's
using
very
P-Flash
reliable.
and Wasabi
I
both.
mean, I tested Backblaze. I tested few others. Then I trialed the Wasabi, and it's like solid. There was no interruption, nothing. Then I SSH transferred to it. It took me a while to figure it out how to do it, but then their support told me there's an easy way to do it.
The
And once
integration.
once I do this, it's like really I don't have to think about it anymore.
All right.
Yeah, it's really nice. So I was talking with him. So once the backup is complete, you can generate a migration key or download the file. These are the two options.
All right.
So the milliseconds I was talking about is actually over here in the settings.
Give me a few
So
seconds.
you can see, even though it says logger speed, right? But it's actually that interface. So if I go to slowest, it's about 4 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is also so if you face any issues, you can turn it on. So I guess this is the shared hosting kind of thingy. And there's another option, which I haven't tested, is you can exclude thumbnails when you are doing the backup.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
So I think, yeah, it has some possibilities for, those people who are day to day using this stuff. Hey, who is that? Look at that. Let me put it on the screen properly. My God. Hi.
He's not supposed to watch the screen, so
Yeah.
just wanted to say hi.
Look at this. Now it's a family even.
Yeah. No screen time for
Is
him.
it his? Is he just wake up or?
No, he's been up for a bit.
Okay.
He's looking at the lights, my studio lights.
Yeah.
But no screen
Because
time.
it's big and bright. Right?
Yeah.
Definitely taking the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still looking at the lights. It's fine. Let him be.
Yeah, better at the lights than the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's
what were we
too
watching?
early. Yeah. So
he just showed us the how to switch the milliseconds
Oh, okay.
and how it
Yeah,
can
the
go up to
settings.
4,000 milliseconds. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can show it here. Yeah, you can see over here.
So you got options for tag display, type,
So
auto
you can
remove.
also
That's for the backups in the hosting plan. So that'll remove. Or will it also remove in the cloud hosting?
no, just on the it will remove anywhere. Means if it is on your local or cloud,
Okay, that's cool.
it will remove, and it will not it will not include the zip files if you put.
If you don't want to, yeah, zip file, because the site's not going to use a zip file.
Yeah.
Delete after restore. Okay.
And there's also the information is basically what is installed, your system, G archive, library, gzip, and all those stuff.
All right. So like you said, it's simple and it works.
Yeah, I guess those who are starting with WordPress and they are using on a day-to-day basis, and their site is not too big, they can just install it, configure it, and forget it kind of thing, rather than tinkering around so much.
And they've been around for a while, or are they new?
I think they are new. I think the founder is also in the stream.
Check
he's also, I think he's commenting on my YouTube.
Their site, the whois is 2 years, 2 months. But still doesn't mean it's been around for 2 years. It just means the domain.
But I think it is still new.
Yeah.
But I wanted to run it by you guys because we do WordPress things, and I think this is something simple enough. As you said, right? $29 for 3 sites.
Yeah, for me, for me, backup is really important.
Yeah.
And if something else fails and this works for $29, just having it there in case WP Pivot fails and can't do the backup, it's worth it for me.
You can see I still have WP Vivid installed.
I mean, that's my thought.
Yeah. I think I asked the founder to have a look on our discussion as well.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Monday I'm going to see on Sasmaster's YouTube the Everest demo.
Yeah. Sometimes when they're really simple, I upload them to my other channel, the SaaS Tuto channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. When it's simple or fast, I do them over there.
Yeah. I need to check that channel also. I haven't checked. I mean, I checked last year, but this year I haven't checked. Yeah.
And the Cloudflare video is the same for both, right? I saw you release both on both channels, or
Yeah, they want a lot of content, so I upload on both. It's not the same video, but it's the same topic.
Okay.
Are you using Cloudflare?
I didn't see. So I saw that you did it. I thought it was the same one, but I'll check out what else you posted on the other one.
It's the same for the Hellsinger one. It's the same. Yeah. But,
okay.
Oh, no, not the same video, but the same topic, same rules. For example, Cloudflare, same rules for the firewall.
Okay.
Did you set yours up?
Not yet. So I've been meaning to do it for a while now. I started to move some of my sites to Cloudflare. So when I used it before, it gave me issues. I used it now, it gave me some issues, but it's like if you turn off the proxy, I think for some of the stuff you use, then it just starts to work better.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking on the basic config.
Yeah. I started with Cloudflare in 2009, and I faced some issues, but 100%. I have 45 domain on Cloudflare. Means all of my domains are in Cloudflare. It's like a no-brainer for me because I changed DNS records just like that, and within 1 minute.
So many tools for free or for the paid version.
And the security.
Yeah.
So I had about 1,000 over attacks a day on my main site because it's an old domain, 17 years old. So it gets a lot of brute force attacks. And the moment I put it under Cloudflare, there is none. Literally none. I'm like,
in the first days, you'll get a lot of attacks with the firewall rules, but then in the following days, weeks, they start lowering because
they
the bots
find the pattern.
Trying to reach your site because they know it's unhackable.
Yeah. So that's why
everything's a learning curve. Like now I know that I have to not only clear out the cache on my site, but I have to go into Cloudflare sometimes to clear out the cache.
So Everest backup is on the stream.
They just came live, or were they there the whole time?
No,
I think
they
it's
just
2 weeks now. Was it 2 weeks or 1 week?
No.
Everest.
They're live on this video.
Oh yeah.
I think last 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah. So
Well, I think the first question is, do you plan to implement more advanced features like WP Vivid, for example?
Yeah, I think that is a good question. Hey, Joel, where did he go?
It's probably really late for him, right?
Yeah. Never mind. I also want to drop off because I'm going to 1 a.m. soon.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of late, so for you guys, 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Plus, I got to take care of this little baby.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. I know it was last minute because I just told you this morning about it.
Yeah,
we are just talking about Canada.
With this little guy, I mean, I wake up 6 a.m., 10 a.m.
I know how that is.
Yeah, but he's a joy. All right, guys. It was nice talking to you guys, seeing you guys.
Likewise.
Let me say bye to the little guy. He is still distracted.
Peace out.
Peace out. All right, guys.
All right, thanks. Thanks for Hani for setting this up.
Yeah, no worries, man.
We'll do more of these.
But in a little shorter time.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for joining.